Hey, you guys! Hey! How are you? And how are you? All the way in the back over there. As you guys know, it's me Z, and we are here for the Music Maker Monday. I just messed up my whole intro. We are here for Music Maker Monday, and today we are going to talk about stan culture. But before we do that, let's introduce my amazing co-host of every episode, and that is the Darren Green Show. What's
Hey,
up?
hey, how y'all doing? What's going on?
How was your week? How was that? How was your weekend?
Not enough. I feel like my weekends are working a full time job, child. It is
I hate it. I need to work for my goddamn self.
right because they not trying to give me no coins here.
Right. I'm out to go down to the pink and get me get me a check.
You can do that, honey. I can't.
Ah, you stupid.
They don't want this up in here, chair.
Anyway, as always, it is great to see you. You got me dying. I'm here laughing.
Really? I'm
Yes.
not that funny.
But like I said, we're talking about stan culture. Is it dangerous? What it is, and it's been going on around the news with your favorite and not so favorite artists. So, what do you have to say about stan culture?
That it needs to end, right?
It needs.
I think at some point when you get a little older, because I feel like okay, back in the day, I could say I was like a fan of a certain artist. Um, but as I got older, and you getting into the workforce, and you learning that hey, your activity on social media could be detrimental to your work, history, and people looking at what you're posting. It's like, okay, you over here sending death threats because somebody came for your fave, like
Right.
it's not healthy, and I think that it got worse because of the rise of the internet.
Yeah. I mean, stan culture has been around for decades. Um, so
I
to
haven't
speak.
heard no Michael Jackson fans going off on,
They have in the 90s. They be going crazy. They legit would be trying to jump over the fence at his concert. They be dead ass
Mhm,
crying.
mhm,
And have we not learned anything from Eminem's song Stan? I guess is where that's where the term even comes
mhm.
from the song Stan.
Really?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I think Michael Jackson. Okay, passing out on a concert, that's the norm. I think. Are you going to label that being a stan? Because when we're talking about stan culture, we're talking about people that will go to bat for an artist or a person that they like. It's almost like the beehive, like the barbs, like the R navies, and
Yeah, they
the,
had
yeah,
Elvis and them had stands too. They had stands.
they had stands, but it wasn't like if somebody shitted on Mike or
Mhm.
Elvis, ain't nobody about to send no death threats. Is what I'm saying. Like
I mean, if they do, it would got to be like a handwritten letter, like you over there
right,
going
like
on that, and that's a lot of
some hate
time.
mail.
But I think with, like you said, the internet actually gives you access for you to be completely dangerous
Yeah.
and nasty. Um, because stan culture is not even just with now; it's with YouTubers and with TikTok. Your favorite TikTok stars, they got stans.
Everybody
They
got
got
things
stans,
now.
and stan culture is very crazy because for instance, like if a YouTuber say something not so nice about your fave, you be sending death threats. The other day I was there's one of my favorite YouTubers that um does drag race reviews and stuff. And they said something about one of the contestants that previously left. I don't know if it was good or bad because they took down the entire video. But now they're not going to do their reviews on YouTube. They're going to do well. They are going to. I think they're still going to have their YouTube, but for that show, I think they're going to do their stuff on Patreon. But I
Mm,
was reading. I was on their Instagram today, and the people was sending him death threats. I was like, what? Just
mm,
because of people's opinions, if they don't agree with you, like my God.
yeah.
And I think and it allows you to not have a face.
Yeah, you be putting your fave on your profile picture. Just don't have a picture at all.
Yeah, you could
And
you It
You can
allows you
say
to be
anything.
anonymous. Back then, I don't think they had the access, but they were stands, because stand is, to me, a stand is not just, it can be dangerous, but not all of them. If you're going crazy miles, like, like you watch those movies, those 90 movies where they would have, you ever saw that movie Dick?
What?
That movie Dick.
No, I
It was
never
about
seen
Richard Nixon. It was about Richard Nixon, and this girl, I think played by what's her name? Played by, Michelle Williams, not from Destiny's Child, the
it.
actress,
Mm-hmm,
as well as Kristen Dunst was in it.
mm-hmm.
And she was standing for Richard Nixon, like she was putting up posters and stuff. Like that's a form of stand-up too.
Okay.
But nowadays, these people go high and high water. I remember a couple of years ago, my friend's friend, I didn't know this person, he was talking about a certain artist, and I was like, yeah, they're nice, but this person is better because they molded me. I am more into this person. And they would not give me the time of day. They kept, you cannot argue with them. But I'm like, this person paved the way, and they're going in. I'm like, okay, I could tell I can't argue with you. You're gonna be wrong and strong. You're just gonna say whatever you want, and you're not gonna listen to what I'm saying. And there's a lot of
Who was
people.
they staying, child? Say their names. Say they fave names. Cause look,
Oh, it was Nicki Minaj.
oh, it was Nikki. You who you had arguing? Who? Now
It
see,
was the person. I don't know. I,
oh, it
I
was a
I don't
person on
even
social
remember their name.
media.
They were a friend of a friend's.
Oh, a friend. See, the thing about it is though, I think there are different variations. So I know this because
Hmm.
I am a barb. However, there's a difference between fandom and standom. Okay, the fans
Oh,
is
that was my next question too. I'm about to write it out.
uh-huh. No, so I think when it comes to fandoms, because it's just okay, I love your music, I rock with you, I hold you accountable when it's time. But a stand, they will go to the very end. They will go to the very lengths to defend somebody. They will say anything and will agree with anything that they say, even if they don't agree with it. Whatever they fave said is the Bible. I think that's when it comes. That's when it gets into stand culture, and that's when it starts to become like a problem. Now, yeah, I think there's definitely when it comes to the barbs and stuff like that. Look, I love the barbs. You know, they primarily when we're on good terms. It's time for some new music, and we out here. You know, we doing the thing. When it's time to get the music into the numbers, into the charts, stuff like that, they good. But when it comes to arguing with other accounts and child, the barbs and the Barty gang, child going back and forth, child. Now we got it does gets a little, it gets a little toxic. The difference between fandom and standom. But what's your difference?
Well, me personally, kind of ties into what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
You could be a fan of somebody, but you can also hold them accountable. But you cannot. You can also not allow that fandom to control your life, because there's people that are stands and they allow all that to control their lives, where
Yeah.
they allow that person to decide what cereal they eat, from how they dress to how they say things. There's some people that they bring their stand so crazy to the point they start dressing like that person. Again, I address the
Okay.
music video stand.
Yeah.
You're obsessed with that person, and it's not healthy. And it sometimes can come off a bit cultish, because a
Yeah.
lot
I
of
can
the
say.
times they be comparing these people to God, Jesus. Like
Ooh, that's an ooh.
his stands are crazy.
I had to get on my little TikToker or my little Insta
Oh.
story today because
Mhm.
I was like, it's the way because Kanye West literally said, I think to Pierce Morgan or whatever recently that the
I didn't
most
watch that. I
dis-
don't like neither one.
yeah, I didn't watch it primarily, but you know you can't. I'm always into the news and celebrity gossip, child. So I see these clips all the time. But the clip where he said that straight white men are under attack essentially, and they're the ones that are silenced the most. Straight white
Mhm.
men, and I made a video and I said, that's so interesting how these black men will sit there and defend Kanye West because there's so many of them in the comments like, oh no, yay right, yay right, but he be playing in your face.
Mhm.
He be playing in y'all face, and I bet y'all still stand him. Y'all will still stand him. I
And
mean,
you kind of what you just said kind of tied into another question that I have
Oh,
as
my bad.
well.
I'm sorry. You should have.
But no, no, no. I'm just gonna put them up there, and we're just gonna
Right.
talk.
Mm-hmm.
But and we mentioned is being a stand dangerous. I honestly think so. Not only
Mm-hmm.
for yourself, but for that person
Yeah.
and for society, because you could stand like what I just said when people were standing. Because I'll be honest, Drag Race has a standum that is crazy. They're racist, they're
Mm.
homophobic,
What?
and yes,
How are they homophobic when they gay?
that don't mean shit. There's a lot of
Internalized?
white. There's a lot. I'll be honest. There's a lot of white stands that stand Drag Race. Is it hosted by a black drag queen? Yeah, but at the same time, there's a lot of white people that a lot of these black queens that win, they do get hate.
I understand racist, but like homophobic though. Like,
Hmm.
wow.
Because I'll be honest, like you could be a gay person, but if you cussing out a black queen that won and calling them a N word, F word, you're being homophobic.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, internalized
You
homophobic.
can be, yeah, you can be. Listen, it, I think a gay person can definitely be homophobic. Now, I'm still on the fence of if a black person can be racist, but that is another question for another day, because I
Mm-hmm.
ain't getting into with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But a stand-in culture can be dangerous because, especially, you don't know, especially us as YouTubers. I'm sure you got in comments and stuff that kind of be like, "Oh my god." Now, what if that somebody doesn't know how to deal with that, and
Mm-hmm.
God forbid, they take their lives or somebody else's? So being a stand is very dangerous, and a lot of times they say some really messed up things that I'm like, "Who raised you?" Like, "Oh my god!" Like somebody take away their computer
I think
or their phone.
yeah, one of the big pages, Kimberly Nicole Foster, she's in the process of suing like a Stan account, I think a Nikki Stan account,
Mm-hmm.
because they were saying some god awful stuff in her comments. Now that's one thing, coming for her, this, that, and the third, but you're over here saying, "Oh, I know where your nephew live. I know where your nephew go to school at. I know where these other people that you are associated with live, and I'm gonna do something to them." Now that's when you're gonna be like, okay, you're not a part of this stand-up. You're not a part of this is something completely different. Even and even the artist doesn't want this to happen because it'll always trace back to them. And I think that to answer that question, is the stand-up dangerous? It can be. It could come to a point where a person will go to blows for the person that they stand. Somebody can get killed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always have this like theory, like, yo, what if one crazy day a whole bunch of barbs get mashed up with a whole bunch of party gangs? I'm like, is it gonna be a whole? It's gonna be a damn war? I'd be like, child. And then it'll trace back to the singles. They'll be like, oh, well, y'all started this because this isn't that third. But I think that I don't know. I think it could be dangerous. Or do you think artists hype their fan? Oh, see, you be them next question.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, and without mentioning names, because I'm tired of mentioning this person like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I don't want this person
Not
hurt
Beetlejuice.
there, but but I was reading something the other day, and I want this person to do so much better because you're so talented. But somebody I forgot who it was. Was it Meg? They were talking. Oh, I think you already know who it is. They
Yeah.
were talking about some artist, and they was being very disrespectful, and the artist was laughing at the comments.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowing your people to. You're not correcting them. You're allowing them to be like this. God forbid if somebody jump off a goddamn building now. What are you gonna say? And then said artist, and a lot of people don't like this YouTuber, but they were what I told you about. There was this person is sick, and they were basically alluding to the fact that this person does not um disclose their sickness to people.
Mm.
I
You said a
told you,
YouTuber?
yeah. I'll tell you backstage.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
just don't want to mention names.
I think I know who you're talking about, but go ahead.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and there, and you're basically saying that this person does not um allow their partners to know that they are in this position. And how the hell do you know? Do you live with them? Like why are we antagon? I'll be.
And for a YouTuber, his stuff is out in the open. Like he,
It's out in the open, and it was rumored that he did not disclose his status to people. But
mm,
here's the thing about that. Side note, um, one, you telling somebody that is hard enough, and second of all, yeah, like that's hard enough. I'm not saying that this person does or whatever because I don't know, but at the same time, that's hard to disclose any of the matter. And to be honest, it's nobody's business
yeah,
until they decide. But going back to the Statham part of it, you're giving people the okay to call this man all types of names, to just be disrespectful because you're not correcting your people.
yeah.
And there's another artist out there where even if she doesn't tell her fans to stop per se, like herself, she has her team do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I know
And
you know
I'm
about
here for
that.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that there needs to be some type of decorum, and artists needs to start like it's going to get to a point where somebody is going to literally lose their life or try to kill somebody. We see this in politics a lot, where we see like right leaning, radical people. They get on these panels and they say all this rhetoric, and we see that people go out and they want to do things to people that's on the opposing side. We see this in politics. It's going to happen in stand-up one day.
Mm-hmm.
It's the pipeline. Like it's going to happen, and I think that a lot of artists needs to understand that. Hey, maybe not say that. Don't say that. Encourage people to not, and it's okay. I don't think it's not like you're gonna. I mean, if you do lose some fans over this, okay. I mean, according to your millions, but like telling them that hey, this is not okay. We don't play like that. Like we can talk about stats. We can talk about who's a better rapper, who's a better singer, who this or who that all day. But when we get to that point where we start really hurting people, and it's not going to look good on y'all because people are going to dox y'all. People are going to find y'all out. Like social media is so easy, even though you don't have a profile picture,
Mm-hmm.
to figure out to trace who is on that account, like who owns that. And once they find out who you are, your docs don't even think about working because oh no, you look at your social media. You get what I'm saying? And I need people to think about that, especially the people that do show their faces and be on this type time. Like I see a lot of my mutuals on TikTok. Like this one girl I know, we're mutuals. She gets hate comments from a specific group, and some of them people be showing their faces. Some of them people it's their personal account. It's just like I think it's kids too.
Oh, it's these little kids before they clock in the homeroom, they be
Yeah.
on their phones doing the
And
most.
look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I was a kid staying one time too, child. Look, my arch nemesis was Lil Kim. I don't care. Look, I was in her damn comments like, girl,
Why? But
what you know.
she came from Kim though. She birthed her.
I don't care. She came from my queen. And look.
But she but
But I
sometimes
never
you
said
gotta.
nothing. I never said nothing out the way. There's people that came for her child. I'm just like, whoa, kids is off limits, okay? Because when it was done to her by another YouTuber, because I know about that nosy hoe, but I don't know if you knew about that story. But
I didn't.
yeah, the
What was the story?
YouTuber nosy hoe was coming for Nikki Kids or whatever. But my thing is this, like
Oh, the person's name is Nosy Huh?
her YouTube name, nosy hoe. Child. But I'm just saying, like, we have to really like I think as kids also they don't understand the severity of what you put out on social media as it pertains to defending your fave. Like,
Mm-hmm.
girl, you will not get work. And I'm not trying to harp on you not getting work, but like people just look at you different. It's just not. It's have some decorum, you know. And it's just not. It's just you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. Should
So
the
now
law?
that you said, yep.
No, go ahead.
When it gets underhand, did I say it correctly? when it gets like when it gets to be too much, should the law just be involved? Like should they call the cops, a lawyer? What should be done?
You can, I don't know what type of laws they would have to make a law, like literally.
They would, but and I think maybe they will because
Not
it's
defamation, it's
really getting
not.
out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, accessory to endangerment, accessory to murder. I mean, because I don't know. I think that it's very, and this is where I have issues with celebrities. All of them, all of them, because they literally can say kill this person, and I definitely feel like somebody would. Like if Beyonce
Yeah,
told somebody to do that,
they have
there,
power.
there would be someone. Not saying that she would. I'm just saying if she
Oh,
did.
I don't think she would. Beyonce ain't stupid. Even if she wanted to do it, she ain't gonna
But
do
I'm
it.
just saying, like, it's yeah. I mean, we already seen people like Trump. Like Trump literally said he made a joke talking about, oh, to combat COVID, eat consume bleach or some shit like that, and people was consuming bleach. Like, so it happens. I mean, Pete Stan, it's you know, the law might have to get involved.
Honestly, think it's yeah because especially with y'all's ex-president, and I mean y'all's is in you. I mean the people that voted for him, y'all's ex-president. Because I don't know that man.
I'm not
Y'all had the
president.
devil. Y'all resurrected the devil. I don't play that shit. Um, he does have stands. He has people that if he says the sky is green, oh, they gonna make sure the sky is green. And it's a lot of people. Like it's a lot of artists. And if I don't name the names, okay, I'll name names. I think Kanye West knows exactly what he's doing.
You think so?
Yeah, especially with that comment about white people. Sir, do you really believe that? Didn't you just not too long ago, maybe like 10 years, 10, probably 15 years ago, said that Bush hates black people?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You know what you're
Things for
doing.
shock
Yes, you
value.
could be sick, but at the same time, you're doing this to antagonize to rile up your minions, your people. And then I'm about to ask this next question because I actually think people do this. Do people become stands for clout? And I'm gonna mention a name and say this that I really don't like her. I used to watch her on YouTube a lot, but now I don't. I'm like she's doing this just to antagonize people and becoming the stands with Tasha K.
Toshiba. Okay, I ain't.
Toshiba,
Who that girl?
that's her name, Toshiba.
No. Her name Tasha K. But my thing is this: Tasha. And I be trying to root for her. Like when that whole thing went down with Cardi, and I was like, "Dang, you got to pay all that." Then her
I
ass
didn't
moved.
because you were talking mess about her, and at that
Yeah,
time,
she was
I
wrong.
wasn't upset. I didn't dislike her. I unfollowed her. I'm like, I keep watching her, but a lot of her things is not real. Unfollow.
She literally just said like she rented or Meg Thee Stallion rented a house and trashed it. Tiana Taylor's house or whatever, and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then like
Ooh, I
the
should
reason.
ask my friend if that's true because never mind. We could talk about that
Ooh,
backstage.
yeah, give me the tea,
I
honey.
know people that know Tiana and that been to her house.
Ooh, okay, we
But
got
that's in New York. Well, she probably got a lot of houses, but I know people
yeah.
that's been in her house
No,
in New
no, I
York,
think it's
and
her
it's
LA house.
nice. I heard it's nice,
Yeah,
huh?
it's probably her house, probably in LA, because they all live in LA.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Meg is. But she said that happened. The reason why, because recently Meg Thee Stallion's house got burglarized.
Yeah, I
Tasha
heard
K,
that this today on the read.
yeah, Tasha K is saying that it was Tiana Taylor's house that she rented to Meg. And the reason why it got vandalized because she was making all them posts, trying to insinuate that Megan was being careless and posting about being at the house. And then
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, it's like it's no airdrop, it's no link to or address that she posted. No, people just figured out, hey, Meg Thee Stallion lived there. Let me rob her. Like it happens all the time, and I think that what
The
she
bling ring. Have y'all
in the
not seen
fact,
the bling ring?
okay, and the fact that she got on another person who is not on good terms with Megan to say that
Mm-hmm.
in her live. And look, my thing is this: Tasha K is responsible for what she says on other people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I think people trying to point fingers. The finger should have been pointed back to Tasha because she's the one that brought that shit up. Like, why are you bringing it up? And you know these girls ain't. You did that in high school. You got cursed the hell out, girl. Don't bring her up around me.
Right. But she's only becoming a stan because for clout. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that do it in a okay. And to me, I'm okay with this type of clout stand-up. Not gonna mention again. There's a internet personality that I adore I don't want to say to death, but I adore her, adore her, adore her. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she's not a stan herself. She owned well, it was somebody, a couple artists, right? When they figured out who she was and they mentioned her and she got some fandom from them, that's when she started standing them. And I'm okay with that in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But before they noticed who you were, you wasn't talking about them like that. Not that you was clowning them or whatever, because this person wasn't. But when you found it, they recognized you. It was like, oh my god, this person. Oh my god, da 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 da. And in my head, I'm like, but you never said. You said you was okay with them, but you wasn't standing like how you're standing now. But I'm okay with it if you get what I'm saying. Like it's not. It's still standing for clout in a way. And I'll tell you who it is backstage. You probably know.
Yes, please do. We got a lot to talk about
I told you I'm
backstage.
not my platform may be small to others right now, but YouTube finds you. People find me. I don't know how. I don't know how.
Child, you should be a gossip pig. Let me stop.
Oh no, I'm not. Never, 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 never. We talk about music in the state of. We talk of this is what we do. Everybody does hot topics. I want to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I was to do hot topics, it would have to be in a different way. But yeah, I honestly think stands can do this for clout, and they antagonize people. You know what's a good a good place for clout and for stand-up? Bigo.
Oh God,
They go in Bigo.
they
They are
still them
trolls.
girls, them little girls still be going at it.
Oh yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Child, I'm like, first of all, they don't even pay that much unless you're part of an agency. Like, girl, come on, let's be clear. What are y'all doing? Nothing.
Not nothing. They literally be arguing. I wanted to do a Bigo and somebody approached me, but then I said I would do it, but then they read my message and then they never spoke to me again. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But every time I go on there, if somebody's always cussing somebody out and going in on like they mama or they pussy stain, I'm like, what
Some of
are
them
y'all
highlights,
doing?
some of them highlights be funny. In the Discord ones, the Discord ones are more like, okay, this person will pick a character from like a iconic TV or cartoon or whatever, and then they like go at it on each other. Some of that stuff is a little harmless, but when it comes to Bigo, I mean that's
Mhm.
the stick. That's the stick in Bigo. Like you argue back and forth. Whoever is the best reader. I ain't gonna lie, some of the shit was funny. Like it's,
It
but
is funny.
mhm.
It is funny, but
I mean,
it's
people did
just
that. People did that in high school, like the whole dozens. Like Bigo
yeah.
is for the place where people that used to roast the hell out of people in the
Mhm.
lunchroom. That's where Bigo is for. That's what Bigo is for.
But some of them are serious. Remember what I showed you yesterday?
Mm.
The old boy pulled up for real.
Wait, what did you send me?
I didn't send you that. Where this guy was talking smack on Twitter to somebody else, and he pulled up on him, and he was like, "I'm here now. Let's see, I'm here now." And the guy was like, he said, "Bring your grandmama too. She can get it." I was like, "What?"
Not bring your grandmama too.
I could have sworn I sent it
No,
to
I don't
so
remember
many
seeing
people.
that. That
I'll send it to you again.
mm-mm.
But it's a troll and a stand the same thing because now I'm thinking about my boy Little Nas X, and I love him. He used to be a stand back in the day too.
No, he used to say some stuff though.
He used to say some stuff. But it's
no,
a
that was a
troll and a
stand.
stand the same thing though.
I think when it comes to trolling, they trolls have no meaning. They'll sit there and pick a side on somebody. just to be divisive, just to be
Just
like
to, it's
disrespectful.
really for laughs and giggles
Yeah,
too.
for shits and giggles. Like I think trolls, I get a lot of trolls on my TikTok and sometimes YouTube, and they just don't be saying nothing. And when they be saying stuff, it's just like you can check them on it. You going back and forth for nobody. Like it's literally pointless. I let people just comment, child. At this point, I'd be like, girl, say what you want to say, child. Get my impressions up, okay? But trolls, it's no, they have no base. They're just there just to cause disrupt.
Yeah, but Little Nas X was one of the biggest stands ever.
He was a stan. I wouldn't say troll though.
He trolls people now, but he does it for his
Mm.
image and for his look
Yeah.
and for who he is, which is smart as hell. He knows how to he whoever it could be him, but whoever is behind his management team, they're very smart.
Oh yeah. I
They're
think with
very smart.
yeah, with Lil Nas X, it was outrage media. And now somebody said this before, and I think that's become a new thing now. Outrage media is to, get people hyped up or get people mad about something, giving them all the attention. You get all the attention from that. Look at what happened with that whole that video that he did with Call Me by Your Name, going down the damn
That
pole to
was
hell,
trolling. And then these
trolling,
shoes that you was talking about,
shoes.
the devil shoes, I was like, okay, now you're dwindling in some stuff, dark stuff that I don't deal with.
But see,
You're by yourself.
I mean,
I tried, which I try to help you, sir. I don't play with that.
honey, look at the inside of them Beyonce boxes. Okay, let's be very clear. It ain't. I got my box to look. It's nothing sweet. Okay, it got people flying and shit. Come on, let's be very clear. Now, the thing about it is though, I think a lot of
Huh?
you ain't know. Oh yeah, the little box the little merch box that she was selling.
Well, you got demonic shit in there?
Well, I mean, it got flying horses and red and it just looked real. It looked like child. I'm like, girl, what's going on up in there? But my thing is this: it's like I don't think Lil Nas X was into that stuff. I think that he was doing that because he
No.
knew that people were going to be mad, and he was going to market off the outrage marketing. I think everybody does it to a certain
Yeah. Beyonce does it because we when we gonna get these damn visuals, and I'm tired of asking because I
extent.
think the less time I ask, because you know Mama's gonna get listen, and she may even
It's gonna be
release
with
them
you
she's
least.
gonna release them at 12:49 on a Thursday night when we sleeping in our beds.
It
Didn't she release self-titled just like that without anybody noticing?
yeah. Oh, I just got a weird ass text. But no, yeah.
Oh, I don't.
No, I mean, I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it when we least expect it. Like we might get
When
it
we
sometime.
definitely expect it.
We might get it shoot in 2 hours. Shit. You never know.
Might release that shit right now. This is what I be saying. I may be a small YouTube, but Beyonce be. I think she sees everything that everybody does.
Oh yeah,
I
she's
don't
on
know
fleek on it.
how.
She got a
I
burner.
don't know the way how they saw me voguing to Heated and put it on somebody's page. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how they found me. I do not have a huge following like that. But anyway,
Heated.
Heated.
Oh, not this question, child.
Oh, let's
Who
get
has the
into
most stands? Who has the worst stands? Slash the worst stands.
a bit of like yeah, or like the worst, like the ones that go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you don't have to. I mean, you could say the stand name, but you don't have to say the person. I mean, we already know who it is.
It's running up between Barbs and Beehive. I'm gonna keep it a bug. Like Barbs and the Beehive. Beehive because well before the Barbs it was the Beehive. These people trolled random Becky's. When that whole Becky with the good hair, they came from Gwyneth Paltrow, then they came for
They
somebody.
show the hell. They thought it was Kim Kardashian. They thought it
Mm-hmm.
was so many different people. Even when Beyonce came out with Ring the Alarm, they started trolling. In the internet was nothing but a little baby. They started
Mm-hmm.
trolling Blue Cantrell because they thought it was her.
And I'd be damned if I gotta listen. I gotta see that video again.
That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, going back
Mhm.
to Beyonce, everybody was crazy when she came out with Lemonade. Was like, oh, Beyonce's went off. I'm like, this is not the first time she did. Do y'all have forgotten so much? She had that damn ponytail
Right.
spinning it around before there was Ariana Grande spinning around her ponytail.
Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so
Listen, in
no,
that damn
so
trench coat, like she was about to say, "Where were you the night of um, January 18th, 1992?"
mhm,
Like I feel like she's about to investigate.
yeah.
Mama, what's going on?
No, but I think what takes the cake with the Barbs though, I think they will have receipts on your ass. If you ever come for Nikki in any type of way, they will find some dirt that you done did. Now I don't mind. I don't mind when it comes to you dox her, I dox you, right? Like you saying that you calling her this, that, and the third, and then you looking up the shit that you did. That's fine. Death threats, no. But doxing and sometimes when they be like when they be coming for Nikki and then they be look at your profile, some of this
Hmm.
shit be funny because I'm like, child.
They do come for, but I'll be completely honest too. It is. I don't. The beehive calmed down. They put some insecticide and sprayed it all over and killed a few. But I think it's a toss up between the barbs and the Yeezys or the Yeezus or the the kind of Christians or Kanye Westians or however the hell you say it. What? Not I mean Christians. I mean Kanye West. His people. I think it's
Mm,
a toss up between because there about a bunch of them are black, cisgendered, homophobic people.
mm.
And y'all leader, we still look at him funny. Like
Well, no, I don't know, but I think that's not confirmed. I think that's not a
I
thing.
don't, I don't know, but we still look at him like Kanye, really, girl,
That
yes,
was back in
okay.
the day. That was back when we was like, oh
That's
no,
back in the now.
Kim the man or something like that. Kim
Because
the
even when he said that, I was that whole thing that you just said, the whole straight white. I said, Kanye, are you even straight? But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But even though you know who has a lot of fans, and they came from me when I did not like a song she came out with.
who who
Brandy got some stands.
girl. First of all, fuck Brand. Let me stop.
You better stop because they will come for you. 1, 2, Brandy's fans are coming for you. 3, 4, they are at your door. They go in.
Let me tell you something about Brandy.
That track, I'm gonna say the link of the video I did and all the shit that they said. I got like I had like almost 100 dislikes.
Damn.
And then I had to make a video
You know
telling
what?
them
Because it
if
probably
y'all
got
ever
into
come for me again, don't play with me. Do
it.
not play
Probably
with me. Because I
you
said I
see.
didn't like because I said I did not like that baby mama song. That baby mama song was trash.
Ooh.
And I will always say that it's trash. It's garbage.
Wait, which one? Was it the one with Monica?
Baby mama with Chance the Rapper. The best thing on
Oh.
that song was Chance the Rapper's verse. And I said it.
Mm.
The video was even when I did a reaction to the music video and I said the music video was good, they still came for me. Don't switch up now.
You know what I gotta
You
say
know,
about Brandy Child? Keep your seatbelt
they
handy when
called
you
me
race for one.
ugly. They called me gay.
Oh,
They called me, say that I don't know how to dress. They
oh
said
Lord.
that hat I had on was dirty. They just, and I'm like,
We talk about music. Like what?
the stands were out for a ching.
Yeah, stands. Yeah, Brandy stands. I haven't heard much from. Now the Rihanna, Navy.
But you think the Navy is that crazy?
Navy could get crazy too. Like they made a couple tweets about the Barbs and was like, oh, the Barbs want to be included because the whole Super Bowl. I'm like, girl, we want girl, it's your
Well, they're
moment.
friends backstage. Rihanna and Nikki respect each other.
Yeah, but sometimes some stands be saying some shady shit. Or that time where people thought that they weren't in good spaces, and it was a lie. But yeah, there was some talk behind the scenes with them too. Navy, they all really could get into some things. The monsters, Lady Gaga stands have
Do
rock.
you?
They
Do
have
they?
they have risen because of Renaissance because they want to sit there and say, oh no,
Oh, that I did hear that,
Beyonce's
but
copying
I
off
was
of
a fat
Gaga.
stupid idiot.
I'm like,
And speaking of, even though this young lady, I'm not listening to this new album at midnight or midday or mid
oh
morning. I'm
Taylor.
never listening to it. But her fans are ridiculous too, and because they were talking about oh, that her album was better than, and I'm gonna say it, Beyonce's Renaissance, and I doubt.
It wasn't. No, there's only 3 playable songs on there. I can't get into the other stuff. It's to say that it's better than Renaissance. Girl. It literally came out a couple hours ago. Like, calm down.
I'm listening to not one, two. I don't. I'm not a fan of her. The best
You
song that
can't
she
you can't
has
say an
that I
album.
listen to
Yeah, you can't say
is.
an album is good and it's only been out for a couple days. Like, you have to wait a good 3 months.
Now she has some songs I like.
Oh,
Not, I mean, in the past, Bad Blood, forever a bop. The music video,
mm,
forever one of my faves. Only thing I wanted to see y'all kick more ass, but that video was really good. The cameo Zendaya, even though she
mm.
and Zendaya don't talk no more, but that's just another song. Hey, but hmm. But you know who has some crazy fans too, and she doesn't say anything either. Mariah.
Them people crazy. I don't mess with them.
What the butterflies? What are they called? The lambs. Sorry,
The Lambs, yeah, that's
the
L Teddy
lambs.
child.
They'll put me to slaughter if I
That's
didn't get
L
that
Teddy
correct.
child. I was on a live from the
El
other day.
Teddy and YB. They love them
I
songs
was
with Mariah,
like,
and that is fine. I'm
I'm
more of
a
a
lamb.
Whitney
I'm like,
person.
okay.
Whitney is that girl for me.
Whitney Houston, and
Whitney has some fans too. I don't know if they were crazy like that. Were they?
probably.
Now going back to Eminem, Eminem had some weird stance, and he still does.
I don't like Eminem.
Crash. Does the baby still have fans or stands?
Debate. Oh God, they were only stands of him because he was dog whistling homophobia, and homophobes love that.
Mm-hmm.
After that whole shebang happened, they don't care about him. They're not even buying his tickets, and that's the thing too. Y'all be spinning with these rhetorics. Y'all want to be so anti this, anti that. But when it's time for your music to drop, nobody wants to be there. Nobody's buying your music.
That's true.
Yeah, the baby is trash.
The baby is the garbage. He can
The
go.
garbage, the blackballed, the
Garbage.
blacklisted.
The black bald. Now,
Yeah, that PT Cruiser head. Well, go ahead.
listen, bobblehead. I'm
Yeah.
writing out another question.
Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's the stands. I don't know what's gonna. I mean, what would the solution be at this point? Like, because social media is not gonna stop. People are gonna still say what they're gonna say. Um, where they're gonna start making people use their real profile pictures like they do on Grinder and stuff. Like, because they just
Did
started.
they?
Yeah, I think so. I think Jack and Grinder, like, you have to have
I
it has,
don't be on them
it has
things.
to get approved.
It does, but
And
you
then,
don't have to put up a picture though. And I don't. Here's the thing with Grinder. I downloaded it once of the year, and that was in January. I never do it again. Um, I downloaded Jack like 2 days ago, and within less than an hour, I deleted it. I don't use it for.
you said for what? Sir? No, I was definitely using that when I was doing my little internship excursions. Child, there's a lot of people in.
What does that even mean?
Huh?
Your what? Your intern excursions? What does that even mean?
Well, when I was doing the internship, like, I was using that at that point, and
Instead of doing your work?
I was first of all, no, I was look, I was doing my work, okay, but I'm just saying after work, I wanted to stick around in the city for a little bit, so I, got on, got not Grinder because I heard Grinders like for like white people, like there's a lot of white people that's there, and it's I don't know, it's a lot.
It do be some weird white people on there. And you know who else too?
Mhm.
Anyway, we could talk about that backstage. That has nothing to do
Backstage.
with the ending. Listen, I'm not
Mhm.
getting show for nobody, but who are some artists that you stand for? Or maybe not necessarily stand, but you just love them, love them, love them, love them, love them to a T. Because I ain't killing for none of you heifers.
You know who that would be? It would definitely be Nicki,
Besides Nicki
Beyonce.
and Beyonce.
Uh, Viola Davis, child. I love me some Viola Davis.
Ooh, yes. Even though she did a little controversy with this movie, that I have not seen The Woman King yet.
I haven't seen it yet either.
I've been supposed to see it multiple times and never been.
I seen her in Black Adam. There we go.
You saw Black Adam?
Yeah, I did.
Was it good? Some people said it wasn't good.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it was your run of the mill superhero movie, but it. I mean, it had look. It was a superhero movie. Like it's CGI.
I will have to
Whatever.
watch. See, I'll be honest. I hate CGI and 3D.
Well, but they got to do CGI. They can't do practical effects with a superhero movie.
I wish they did back in the day.
And
Jurassic
it
Park
was not
was
good.
fine. Animatronics were everything.
These are people flying, breaking buildings. Like that's not gonna look good, but practical effects.
Whatever, because She-Hulk looked corny. I did not like the way how she
There,
looks.
so here's the thing, though. There's a way to do CGI if you do it the right way.
And
She-Hulk,
She-Hulk did not.
that's
She
because they're
hulked it
overworking.
up.
Yeah,
Huh?
they're overworking the VFX artists to the point where they're producing trash ass, animation and it's because they're mass producing all these movies and shows. That's the reason why it doesn't look good. But no, the CGI, if you can't tell that it's CGI, then it's doing a good job. I feel like you couldn't really tell.
And some movie, I think DC actually gets that right in that department at times.
Okay, yeah. And
At
Star Wars too.
times.
Star
At
Wars
times.
too.
I see. I believe it, but I don't watch. I try to get
You
into
don't watch
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
I couldn't get. But that's another topic.
Cinematography is crazy. Story is not good. But yeah,
Really?
the new stuff, I can't get into.
Let me see. Who do I? Did you say everybody that you did, or
Let me see. Who I stand. I mean, that's not Nikki or Bay. I think that's it. Honestly.
really? Well, for me, besides Beyonce, actually, my top fave, is definitely Missy Elliott.
Oh, okay.
Definitely Missy, and there's so many things, and I still am on my journey to meet her one day. Because I'll be the reason why I stand Missy is because out of all the artists I used to listen to as a teenager, her music, it used to. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is me. This is how I would do this music video. Yes, this is me. As well as I was going through who I was becoming as a teenager, and having multiple thoughts of suicide. Arguing with family, school, being bullied every day. She got me through my depression. She got me through nights. Her and God, of course, God, but her music literally got me through it all. Music back in the day got me through it all, but mainly Missy, Misdemeanor, Elliott.
That's right.
As well as Janet. I'm a big, huge fan of Janet. More than Michael Jackson, actually. I love Janet. Rihanna, of course. Janelle Monáe. Love her. Adele.
I mean, I'm fans of these people, but it's not like
It's not a. It's. That's
you
what I'm
come
saying.
for you come for Rihanna.
It was more like, oh my god, I'll give you my heart. I'm not doing that for nobody, because none of you, I don't think, want. But there's those are my all time favorites.
It's only a couple artists, like I said, that I can like. I think a person that you stand for the most is not stand for or a fan of, because Stan is a little toxic. Someone that you can listen to an album front to back. I can only do that with two artists. Maybe Gaga. Then Gaga. That'll be my other person.
I'm starting to like Gaga more. When she first came out, I wasn't a fan, but I do like this new Gaga.
I don't.
And
that's why I'm kind of disconnected with her now. That's why I didn't even label her, because I love what she was in the beginning, because it felt more. Her stuff is so easy to understand. Like, it's so digestible to the point where it's just like, where's I used to watch a Gaga music video, like, I'm gonna marry the night. Didn't know what the hell that shit meant. And I love that. I love how I will watch it over and over and over and over and over again to really get to what she was trying to say. Still kind of really don't know what she's talking about or what she's trying to say. But when I watch her new stuff like 911 and the Chromatica shit, it's
Now
so
that video for 911 though, oh
it
my
but
god,
it was so
beautiful.
easy. I'm like, oh, I got it. I know exactly what's happening now, and everything that led up to it and stuff like that. Like I'm just like, dang, it used to be. She used to be a puzzle, and she used to do stuff. And he's like, girl, what the hell is this? She
You
was
don't think 911 was a puzzle? I did not expect that ending
I
until
did.
a
I
certain
didn't
time.
expect that ending, but like it just was. I knew it was something. It just. Mm-mm. I didn't feel it.
Really?
I wasn't. It was. It was a little underwhelming for me.
Hmm.
I was imagining something else, maybe nothing in the desert, and I knew something was happening with her, like she was dying because she trying to go. She about to go up to the thing, and then there's a person trying to bring her down. So it's like obviously she dying because of something, and somebody trying to resuscitate her. Like I was like, okay, so then you see all the pictures and stuff like that, and she showed you the pictures that led up to it. I'm just like, oh, oh, okay.
I freaked out, and I did a review on it too. I'll send that to you too. When
Mm-hmm,
I do reviews and reactions, I'm at this is my it's actually my first time reacting. I'll be like,
mm-hmm.
oh my god, I'll be like really going in. That was really good. But there's also somebody that has toxic fans that they became famous on YouTube that even now that he's going through some stuff right now, and people are exposing him. Um, their fans are going on, and even he said in his video, "Oh, he's going to release his fans on him." It's Todrick Hall. His
I
stands are crazy too.
heard
Mhm. Everything is coming into the light that he's not a nice person and all of that. Oh, he's going to release his fans
T
on people
Ben
like
was
that's toxic.
yeah, yeah, because it's like girl, it's a lot.
Chris
I
Chris
don't I
Brown got
don't
some toxic fans too. They want him to beat them and rape them and all kind of stuff. And I'll be like, okay,
whoa, hold on.
you did not. Yeah, they do. Yes.
What is
I mean, he never said anything, which is great. Chris, shut up. But he got some crazy stands too. They
and
like,
Tory Lane stands, but they only stands because they hate Meg.
yeah. And that's another thing that we didn't discuss. People that become stands of other artists because they hate they hate the people that they're beefing with.
Mm. And my thing is, as artists, you shouldn't even encourage that because they're only there so that you can spite somebody else, and then when it's done, they're not listening to you.
That's true.
You know, so I don't know, Tim.
But I don't. You said this earlier. What do you think is the solution so this stand culture cannot get out of hand because it's getting out of hand a lot now, especially with all of these artists, especially black female hip hop artists are fighting all the time. Their stands are definitely getting involved, and it's like goddamn Infinity Wars, Avengers Assemble.
The, look, I mean, it's. I don't think there is any solution. I think that it's just it's all in the court of the general public. Like the general public has to make that change, and I don't think they will because everybody's so free to say whatever they want.
This is true. I think if anybody just like the artist that you are standing for needs to stand up and say something.
Mm-hmm.
Make video. I mean, y'all be making all these videos to stand up for everything else. So why not make a video when your fans get a little out of hand
Mm-hmm.
or a lot of out of hand?
Yeah.
And to me, secretly, if you're liking it and if you're antagonizing it and you're get shits and giggles over it, you're the main reason, and that's toxic and horrible. And should they be standing these people? They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be fans of you if that's the case.
I think when it comes to like certain artists, like especially the artists that have been around for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to kind of unwind and to hold them accountable because they, like you said, for example, like you said, Missy Elliott, she helped you through your experiences with bullying. Well, there's artists that I would listen to as well. I mean, we all had a moment we was bully child and we listened to our favorite song and it kind of empowered us. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard once they get older and sometimes they might have views and they do things that are not objectively um good it's hard to like hold them accountable because it's just like you the queen, like you did this, like it's hard. I think for me it's so conflicting because it's just like I got to do topics and I got to be unbiased, and you said something that I don't agree with, and now I have to do a show and kind of play the neutral game or the uh defense, play defense. And
Hmm.
it is hard as a creator to do that, and it's kind of like I don't know where I'm. That's why I be like, girl, Beyonce, I can't wait for this. Like, I'll be so ready to be like, girl, Beyonce, what's going on? What you got? Because girl, it's too messy over here. But I do feel bad because it's just like, damn, like it's hard. It's like coming for your family member that you love very much, but they say things that it's so, girl, why would you say that?
Hmm. But I think if you're a true fan when you correct that person, and you're only making you because your fans are supposed to uplift you as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're not there to worship you. They're supposed to. I was watching YB today. He said that a lot of artists they act like if they created themselves when they did not. It's really your fans and your stands that really do it.
Mm-hmm.
They really create you, and your fans, to me, the purpose for them is to uplift you in the best way possible, in a positive way, not a negative way. Not
Yeah.
when you do the most, you glorifying them. No, you correct and be like, okay, now such and such that wasn't right. We following you. We love you for your music. What's going on?
Yeah.
Correct them. That's the reason why they're there. A true fan corrects their the person that they're in love with.
Yeah.
Family members, family. You take them to the side. Now Rebecca, that was you shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't
You
have
take your family members to the
done that.
side, and if you're a true fan, you take that. However, you maybe you DM them, maybe you message them, maybe you make a video or whatever, but you're like, you know what? I didn't like when you said that racist, da 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 da, whatever. And if you as an artist, if you take it the wrong way, then
Yeah, and I think people are scared of that too, because especially when you get up into the numbers and they start to notice like your existence. Like I was like, oh my god, like there was a couple of occasions where Nikki actually liked my videos on TikTok, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm not saying I'm on her radar or anything like that, but like definitely the algorithm is starting to show my videos a second
mhm.
time, so I know she's getting more of these. And I'm just like, oh my god, like it just like if I always, what they say, never meet your idols because it might
They
not
do
be with
say
you,
that.
because it might not be. And when we seen that situation with Lotto, I seen a fan get hurt, like her feelings hurt by her favorite artist. Now, if
Hmm.
you can say that she was just playing up, trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm fans of her. I'm fan. I do believe she was a fan of hers. I think it's kind of scary,
It really, it definitely is. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you really care about your fans,
Hmm.
you would when they're doing wrong, you'll correct them.
Yeah.
Even when you're doing wrong, you just want worshipers if that's the case. You just
Right.
want people to blindly follow you for no reason because there are some artists when they find out certain artists love them, that's when they give them the love. When other than that, they don't.
Hmm.
Other than that, they don't.
Yeah, child. Because now and then we got some artists that sit there and stay in. They will sit there and fuck up a bag just to stay in good proximity with a person. Because I done found out, child. Breaking news: Doja Cat done turned down a verse from Lotto.
Here's the thing about Miss Doja Kitty, and I like her. Shout out to Zachary Campbell because he calls her that. She is staying her goddamn self with Nicki. She is an absolute fan.
Yeah, I
And
was
Doja, you're an amazing artist, but now all of a sudden, since Nicki don't like Megan, because we did not forget that you did a little dig at Megan after the fact that
wait when
you have a like a couple months ago.
saying.
I don't remember.
And I don't remember. I what? I
I
was,
don't remember. But then they had a song together, so it's like.
yeah, they did a
But
song.
then again, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Closed
But
door. Exactly.
she is definitely a stan of Nicki Minaj, and she sometimes it looks as if it's a dangerous stand. Like now you didn't have a verse with Lotto. Gee, I wonder if all this hadn't happened,
Would you
we
accept the
have none
verse?
that. Yeah, like, but she's a stand herself. She's definitely a stand herself.
Hmm.
But you know who stands Beyonce too, Lizzo.
Yeah,
I
Lizzie.
love me. Lizzo had a. I'll be honest. Sometimes Lizzo has on things that I don't like. It is not because she's big. It's because it don't look good on her.
Mm.
Because even some skinny girls or girls that got shape be having on some shit. Not even girls, people. And I'd be like, that don't look good on you. But she did had on something with a blonde wig on, and she was, I don't know if she was in a limo or something, and
Hmm.
she looked good, and it was fitting to her, but she looked good. So she looked good. But anything else you want to say? Because we're basically done.
No, I just gotta, you gotta pay. You just have to be careful when you're on social media, especially when you're young, because some of them
Mhm.
things, and if they know who you are, that will never, the internet is forever.
That's
So,
true. And I don't want the
and-
FBI at my goddamn
right,
door.
right. The thing about it is, though, we already seen it with Lil Nas child. They was able to pinpoint his stand account back in the day.
Mhm.
Okay, so you gotta watch what you say, and
Mhm.
that's all I gotta
There's
say.
there's even been some people that talking shit about Nicki now that back in the day they found, oh, you was a sin. They are finding people out. They
Mhm.
are finding people out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta look, delete some posts. I'm always going back in the day, child. Look, let me delete that because that was a little.
Oh no, I always make sure that I look and see what, even if I text somebody, I be like, I don't
Mhm.
know if I should text that.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
they may think of it in a different way. But
Mhm.
all in all, I think there is a difference between being a stan and being a fan. Because stands, they go hard body to the point where it can affect themselves, the artists, and people around them, or everybody, basically the world, in a bad way. Do I think that there's a way to stop it? If everybody gets involved, yes. And that may not happen
Mhm.
because people are stubborn. Humans are stubborn.
Mhm.
Humans are proud. Humans do not like people telling them to change or that they're wrong.
Right.
So that may not happen. But a lot of these artists need to start telling their fans to cool it down.
Cool it down.
Cool it down, 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 down.
That's it.
Listen, because this world is
Mhm.
heated.
Look now, you got me about to start singing tip 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 on hardwood floors, ten
Ten,
ten
ten, tens across the board.
yeah, space, go. Okay, come on.
Anyway, tell the people your socials, Darren Green.
What's going on? It's your boy Darren Green, host of the
Ow.
Darren Green Show on YouTube. Subscribe to your boy. Hit that like button and leave a comment because I know y'all will.
Yes.
And
And
that's
it's,
all.
as you guys know, did you finish?
Yeah, I'm finished. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't even know. As you guys know, it's me Z, aka DDD Yorb. The channel is going to get switched up soon. Big things popping and little things are definitely stopping. Thank you everybody for checking up on me, my mental health, on my Instagram, fans, all of that, text, all of that stuff. If we are still in the month of October, it's still Vlogoween, even though I haven't really been posting videos. 31 days of Vlogoween, we still in this, and definitely look out for Vlogs Giving, where we're doing. Is it 31 days in November?
I don't think so. Hold
30
on.
or 31 days of Vlogs Giving, where we're doing mental health check-ins.
Mm,
That's really basically what we're gonna do in November. I'm gonna do like little videos of mental health, checking in on myself, just talking about things I've dealt with as well. So, and being thankful for of you guys. So that's things. That's vlogs giving next month, and then I am gonna do vlogmas for December. So
okay.
look out for that, as well as more reviews and reactions and interviews coming up from some artists such as Alex, Phoenix, as well as King Nico. Some artists that you guys may not ever heard of, but in this year we're gonna give them some recognition that they deserve for Music Maker Monday. And as you guys know, it's me Z, and this is Darren Green, and we are signing off. And I will see you next Music Maker Monday.
All
Later.
right.
All right now.
See
Y'all
you
come back.
mañana.
See you mañana. We see you later. Oh yeah, you're right. Hasta mañana. No, hasta la wait. Whatever. I don't speak Spanish. Bye.